Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and today we're talking about Premier League managers. This is an experiment I've wanted to do for a while, and I'm fairly sure some of you lovely folks in the comments have asked for it as well. So basically, I'm swapping every Premier League manager from top to bottom. Every club will have a new manager, and I'm going to be swapping them based on last season's positions. So for example, Liverpool came top last year, so Jurgen Klopp goes to the bottom team, which would be Fulham as they came up via the playoffs, with Scott Parker instead going to Anfield. Then Guardiola would go to the Championship runners-up West Brom, while Big Sam takes his place at Man City. You get the gist. So every club will have a new manager, and I'm going to simulate one full season and see how each team gets on. Will the lower clubs fly high with their new elite manager, or will it just be business as usual? And how many people will get the sack? Christ, I bet there's loads. Just cough on FM21 and you get handed your P45. Right, anyway, let's simulate a year into the future and let's see what happens. Right, here we are at the start of the simulation. It's the 27th of July 2020, and as you can see, there are new managers aplenty. Every manager in the Premier League is swapped. We've got Steve Bruce at Arsenal, we've got Thomas Tuchel at Villa, Jose Mourinho at Brighton, Ralph Hasenhüttl at Burnley. We'll run down the rest. Scott Parker is the Liverpool manager, Big Sam Allardyce is Man City boss, Bielsa's crossed the divide, he's now the Man United manager, Dean Smith's at Chelsea, David Moyes is at Leicester, Graham Potter's the Spurs boss, Roy Hodgson's at Wolves. As I've said already, Steve Bruce is at Arsenal, Carlo Ancelotti takes the reins at Sheffield United, Hasenhüttl's at Burnley, Sean Dyche has gone to Southampton, could be a good appointment, Everton have got Chris Wilder, Newcastle have got Mikel Arteta, I'm sure Newcastle fans would love that compared to Steve Bruce, Nuno's at Palace, Mourinho we've already said at Brighton, Brendan Rodgers has gone to West Ham, good appointment for them, Tuchel we've already mentioned at Villa, Leeds have got a Man United legend in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, bit awkward. West Brom have got Pep Guardiola of all people, that's quite a contrast from Big Sam. And Fulham have got Jurgen Klopp. Let's simulate a year into the future, let's see what difference that makes to the Premier League table. Okay, so here we are, the 31st of May 2021. And the Premier League doesn't really look that much different, other than Arsenal Arsenal have got the third. Arsenal have come third with Steve Bruce in charge. How on earth have they done that? That is quite frankly ludicrous. And even Newcastle are in the top half with Mikel Arteta. But Liverpool have won the title with 96 points. Scott Parker has kept his job there, obviously. And they have finished 11 points ahead of Big Sam Allardyce's Manchester City. Big Sam at Man City. And if you look at the bottom of the league there, West Brom relegated with just 27 points on the board. But they've stuck with Pep Guardiola, but Pep Guardiola has now got a relegation on his CV. That is not a good look for him. His arrival at West Brom made absolutely no difference. Appalling. Jose Mourinho at Brighton, relegated. Aston Villa, Thomas Tuchel, relegated. Three huge names in European management have been relegated. Unable to work their magic on struggling squads. I mean, Villa have got a great squad, but it hasn't stopped them from going down. Ancelotti at the Blades just survived. Brendan Rodgers at West Ham, he's been replaced actually. Quique Sanchez-Flores came in. Was there a sacking? Brendan Rodgers got the sack after just 180 days. Who do West Ham think they are? I mean, I know David Moyes is doing great there, but punching above his weight surely. Is David Moyes still at... did he go to Leicester? Nope, he's been replaced by Michael O'Neill. There's obviously been a lot of managerial changes. He only lasted 158 days before he got the sack. Michael O'Neill coming in. But if you have a look, Arsenal's a pretty shocking third place finish. Tottenham with Graham Potter. No, Tottenham got Jurgen Klopp. How on earth has that happened? They sacked Graham Potter in March, and then they've nabbed Jurgen Klopp from Fulham, who've run for Carlos Corberán, formerly Marcelo Bielsa's assistant, I believe, or he's the under-23s boss or something like that. But there's been changes aplenty. Man United, they've sacked their manager. They've sacked Marcelo Bielsa. That's what you get for joining your rivals. What about Ollie at Leeds? How's he got on? Where did Leeds finish? 10th. That's not bad. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still there. Probably still getting booed and pelted with bananas and hot chocolates and other things. I don't know why they were the first things that came to mind. I doubt the Leeds fans are too enamoured by his arrival. But we'll have a look at the manager movement, see what's happened. So Chris Wilder and Marcelo Bielsa both sacked at the end of the season. The first one to be replaced was Dean Smith, who got the sack at Chelsea on the 5th of December. Poor league position. I mean, he's not going to be the first man to be sacked by Chelsea, and he won't be the last. Hello, Frank Lampard. If you're watching, I mean, you've got no better to do. It's this or loose women. But it's nice to keep an eye on your wife's work. Is Christine Blakely even on loose women? Why am I talking about loose women? Anyway, David Moyes got the sack at Leicester. Players lost confidence. That is not good at all. Roy Hodgson got the sack at Wolves. Poor league position. Then Brendan Rodgers got the sack. Graham Potter got the sack. And then they nabbed Jurgen Klopp. So there we go. To me, the Premier League isn't that different. I mean, Liverpool and Man City are probably going to be the top two. Leicester have really dropped off with David Moyes in charge there for a bit. Villa are significantly worse. Sheffield United survived with Ancelotti, so that's an improvement. They might not survive. It's not looking likely, although they have had a somewhat mini revival. West Ham doing a lot worse, although to be honest, I don't think Footy Manager ever predicted West Ham to do well this season. Fulham survived with Jurgen Klopp for most of the season. I wonder what position they were when Jurgen Klopp left. So Jurgen Klopp left on the 1st of April. Let's have a look and see where they were. Past positions, Fulham. So on the 1st of April, Fulham were in and around the same position. If anything, they've got slightly better since Klopp left. But they survived, and that's all that matters. I mean, the big shock, well, there's been a few shocks really. Big Sam coming second with Manchester City, only 11 points off the title. So he can kind of do Guardiola's job, but Guardiola certainly couldn't do Big Sam's. Coming rock bottom of the Premier League, although to be honest, that's probably where West Brom will finish this season. Sam Allardyce won't be there at the end of the season. He's going to leave. He's not having a relegation on his CV. But Guardiola hasn't been able to keep them up. Mourinho couldn't do it at Brighton. And Tottenham have come fourth. Although they sacked off Graham Potter, they cheated. They ruined the game. But the biggest surprise for me is Steve Bruce at Arsenal has got them to his highest ever finish. They have finished in the top 4 for the first time since 2016 under Steve Bruce of all people. I mean, the mind boggles. Lacazette was the top scorer in the league. Does this prove anything really? It just proves what a good crop of players Liverpool have got. Have West Brom been playing a different formation with Guardiola? Have a quick look. I know this is a bit of a random video. A 4-3-3. Just no goals whatsoever in this team. That seems to be where West Brom have gone wrong. Please say Man City have been playing 4-4-2 with Big Sam. Or maybe even a 4-5-1. What's it been? 4-2-3-1. That's pretty progressive. Oh, I'm not sure about that, Sam. Come on. Where's your principles? I expect better from him. Although his preferred formation is a 4-2-3-1. But Route 1. So that's good. A slight change in the culture at Man City. But it wasn't enough to deliver them the title. Let's say who won the FA Cup. The FA Cup was won by Big Sam Allardyce at Manchester City. As for the League Cup, that was won by Scott Parker at Liverpool. So he's got himself a double. Was the Champions League won by a English club? Let's find out. No, it wasn't. Atletico Madrid. But that doesn't matter. I've jumbled everything up there. Right. So there we have it. Swap the managers around and things will kind of mainly be the same throughout. Scott Parker, suddenly one of the best managers in the world. He's won a Premier League title. But Pep Guardiola, reputation in tatters. Relegation on his CV. Same for Mourinho. Same for Thomas Tuchel. Not really sure what we've learned from this simulation, but I've had fun. Hopefully you have too. We will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo. And until next time, we will see you round.